On his third visit to Russia in less than a year, US Secretary of State John Kerry had extensive talks with his Russian counterpart, Sergei Lavrov. After sharing some light-hearted moments, the two diplomats got down to business to discuss a fragile ceasefire in Syria that has been halted for almost a month, to a surprise of many. Moscow and Washington agreed to coordinate on further reduction of violence in Syria.
I believe Russia is fully engaged in this effort, and all of us are going to try to get President Assad to make the right decision in these next days to engage in a political process that results in a genuine transition and in peace for Syria.
Kerry also met with Russian President Vladimir Putin at the Kremlin. It was an opportunity for Moscow and Washington to exchange ideas for faster progress in Syria. They agreed to press for a direct contact between the government and the opposition in Syria.
Perhaps the most important thing at this stage, we agreed to increase efforts to establish the necessary conditions for a political process. The political process should end with the Syrians themselves agreeing on how they want to see their country. As for the most immediate task, we have agreed to work towards a speedy start of direct talks in Geneva between the government delegation and a whole spectrum of the opposition.
Moscow and Washington expressed hope the latest visit would help rebuild and strengthen the relationship between Russia and the US. Both sides agreed to regularly review their bilateral ties and cooperation on international issues. Russia and the United States have emerged as the two powers with a decisive say in what happens next in Syria's five-year-old conflict. They reiterated that any progress in Syria is only possible with the help of the other party. Many analysts view this visit as an attempt at restoring an atmosphere of partnership between Moscow and Washington. Julia Lyubova, CCTV, Moscow.